Hey friends, it's Liz, your official craft nerd, and we are just going to jump into this Kirkland's dupe video. So first up, I'm going to try making this laundry sign that I've found on Kirkland's website. And I am actually going to be using these actually look like oversized Jenga blocks, but they were already made with that chalkboard paint on top of them. So this was a game that I picked up while out thrifting. It was a box of like 60 of these blocks, I believe, for like $2. So I knew I wasn't going to use it for the game. I was going to do something like this. So you can kind of tell I had to clean them off. They were definitely well used and chalked up, so I had to wipe them down and all of that. But all I'm doing is just taking these blocks and gluing them together. I start off with only having like 3 rows of 4, but I do end up adding another row of 4 because I wanted the length. I needed to have that length for this sign. But this was super simple. I wanted to keep these dupes very easy. And I also wanted to try to use these blocks on all of my dupes today, because thrifting is a big part of my life right now. If many of you already know, I do have a secondary channel where I am basically showing my journey through thrifting and reselling on eBay. So it's a whole other side thing that I've been doing, and that has taken up a lot of my time. So I haven't been able to put out as many craft videos as I would love to. But I'm getting back to that. So don't worry, you guys, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm doing everything I possibly can to make sure that my kids, my daughter, my granddaughter, that they all have a great Christmas this year, and that really honestly that my family is taken care of. So just bear with me, y'all. So as you see here, I'm taking 2 of these blocks and I'm going to put those together, and I'm going to do them horizontal on this sign. And I'm mimicking the different slats that show iron, fold. You get the idea. Of course, this being a dupe, I'm trying to have it look as similar to the original as possible, but I do like to make it my own. So I'm not going to be painting these white. I'm keeping these black. In fact, throughout all of my dupes, I won't be painting anything at all. So, which I know is crazy. I'm used to making a huge mess and having, my paints everywhere, but my office / craft studio now / store for eBay, it has gotten very overwhelming here, and I just don't have the space or the room like I used to. So my life's been a little bit disorganized, but it's okay. I'm making it work, y'all. So, but like I said, no painting in this video whatsoever. It's just basically using these blocks. And here you can see I'm adding my second layer because I wanted to have extra space at the top of my sign. So using this chalk marker, I believe I picked this up from Hobby Lobby like forever ago. I am just going to sketch out a coat hanger. So I know it doesn't really look like that in the beginning, but it turns out to be a coat hanger, you guys. So don't worry. But I just wanted to freehand this whole project. Like I said, I needed something simple in my life, and I think all of you, at some point or other know what it's like to just be kind of overwhelmed with everything. And I wanted to enjoy this, and crafting for me has always been a stress reliever and just something that I absolutely love and enjoy. So I didn't want a lot of mess and craziness going on. So I didn't want to drag out the Cricut. I didn't want to cut any vinyl or stencils or anything this time. I just did not want to. So we're freehanding, y'all. So if you're not okay with freehanding, if that bothers you, by all means, bust out the Cricut or get stickers. You can totally use stickers, rub-on transfers, any of that. And this time, For this project, I'm freehanding. So the great thing about this though, because these wooden pieces are already coated with that chalkboard paint, and this being a chalk marker, if I screwed up, I wiped it off and started over. Nothing was permanent on it, which was fantastic. So in reality, this project, I can change it up. It doesn't necessarily have to say a laundry sign. I can turn it into something for Christmas if I want to, or, you know, something for birthdays or any other holiday, but it is definitely going to be versatile. And I love that about projects, especially when you can reuse them over and over and over again. So definitely takes out a lot of wasting. And, you know, I had so many old projects that, you know, you give them away. Sometimes you end up throwing them away. And a lot of times you use them in other projects. You Frankenstein them. So all I did here, as you can tell, while I'm sitting here blabbing, is wrote out sort, wash, fold, and iron. And then, of course, you can see I made a little boo-boo there. I didn't like how my cursive looked. So I just wiped it down, dried it off, and we're going to do it again. So I love this sign because it's funny. I mean, honestly, we all go through, I think, this with laundry. Fold for me is probably a haha as well, just because I'm horrible with laundry. Oh, I hate doing laundry, you guys, but it's okay, you know. But I just loved how this looked just with the simple black and white. And again, like I said, with this being the chalk, and if you just want to use Jenga blocks or the blocks from Dollar Tree, you can do the same thing. You can easily put chalkboard paint on there and have the same concept. But like I said, I'm using this game that I thrifted for $2 for all of my projects. So no big fancy reveal here, guys. I'm sorry. It's kind of off the beaten path of what I'm used to doing with, you know, my kind of style of crafts, but totally okay. You can definitely see what I was going for here. And I absolutely really love this sign. So you guys will have to tell me what you think about this one down in the comments below. Okay guys, now let me tell you why today's video is extra special. It is a part of the Duping Kirkland's playlist. So a bunch of us creators have gotten together and done duping videos of Kirkland's products and put it on a playlist for you. Now each creator is going to be asking a secret question during their video. You will need to answer that question in the comments of each of those videos in order to be entered into winning this $100 Visa gift card. And y'all, who could not use some extra money? The winner for this contest is going to be announced on November 10th. So make sure you're commenting on everybody's video that's in this playlist in order to be qualified for the drawing. Good luck! Okay, so my second project is going to, again, we're using these blocks. I'm going to make this triple hanging bud vase wall plaque thing. I don't know, y'all. It's been a minute since I've had to do something like this, so bear with me. I decided I liked how that looked, and I knew I could create that using these blocks again. I'm going to do a little bit different. It's not going to be like an actual bud vase to put some, you know, flowers or anything like that in. You'll see what I do here. So basically, I'm just setting up the framing for this. Again, just using some hot glue and gluing these things together. Now, of course, you guys, if you want this to be something that is permanent, long-term, you know, whatever, you're going to want to use some, you know, wood glue, some E6000, whatever. For the sake of the video and getting this done in time, I, of course, am just basically using my hot glue, which I love my hot glue. So it works for me. But like I said, if this is something that you want, maybe you're going to gift it to somebody. You want to create something to give somebody for Christmas, because I can't even believe I'm saying it, but it's not that far away now. So, you know, you may want to do wood glue, E6000, super glue, whatever, something a little bit more sturdy and long lasting than, say, just hot glue. But you basically see what I'm doing here. I just frame this out. I'm gluing it together. Really nothing too difficult about this at all. Is just making sure, you know, you have the sizes right for what you're going to hang inside there. So I'm just going to be putting the top portion on there. It only went, I think it was 2 blocks up, but again, these blocks are kind of big. These are from that game, so they're not your typical sized like Jenga blocks, but if you use like the Dollar Tree ones or Jenga blocks themselves, you may have to use a couple, additional blocks to get this height. But again, however you guys want to do it, that's completely up to you. I am just sticking with using this game that I found. So these lights, these are actually lights. I believe I picked these up at the 99-cent store. And I found them a while back during springtime. They're LED solar lights, so super, super lightweight, and they're completely awesome. I think I bought a whole bunch of them. Finally getting to put them to use. So all I'm doing is taking some of the twine, wrapping it around the little hanger top, and then I'm actually going to glue it to the top because I didn't want it just to dangle there. I wanted to make sure it stayed where it was supposed to. But to add some extra protection to that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap my twine around the top of it as well. Again, this still is going to kind of keep with the Kirkland's version. They do have their little bud vases hanging from twine. So, but like I said, I do things my way. But it's real simple. And this was so lightweight, and I figured, I didn't want to do actual like glass tubes or anything like that. It's just, I'm doing this with hot glue and some old game pieces, y'all. So I did not need this thing falling and breaking and, whatever. So super, super, super easy here. So while you're watching me just basically do what I just said, glue these up there and wrap the twine around. I just want to take a minute to just thank you guys for sticking around, those that have been with me through this journey. I definitely appreciate y'all. You are my nerdy family. I love y'all to death. Thank you so, so much. Make sure you're hitting that like button below, you guys. I got to bounce my channel back up into the algorithm. It is dying. And if you're new here, welcome. I really hope you stick around. I typically am more on it with this channel than I have been lately, but if this is your type of content, if you like shabby chic, if you like anything vintage, old, whatever, different, unique, then I hope you'll stick around and subscribe to my channel. So this project, like I said, pretty easy, pretty simple. And here it is with my lights lit up. I just love this. I just think it is different. It's unique. It's my own take on it. And I think this will actually look really cute, like up in my bathroom, like just to have that little ambient light. I don't know if you need any kind of ambient light in the bathroom, but y'all know what I mean, y'all. Tell me what you guys think about this one down below. Okay, guys, this is my last project. This one is a little bit more difficult, and I'm not 100% in love with it, but it's okay. I like this black metal hourglass that they had going on. And I thought, oh, I could totally recreate that, I had these light bulb, what are they, like cups or whatever, they were drinks. I don't remember where I got them, either Dollar Tree or 99-cent store. But in my mind, I thought, I'm going to take my wood burning tool, I'm going to melt off the top. Now, mind you guys, if you do anything like this, using a heating tool, first of all, definitely be very, very careful. This thing is extremely hot. But you see all that smoke, that's burning plastic, y'all. Make sure you're in a ventilated area, you are using proper protection, because that stuff stinks. But, definitely make sure you're taking the proper safety precautions when using that kind of a tool. So, my mindset, as you see there, was to basically cut off or melt off the top parts of these cups. I guess that's what they're called. I don't know. And, okay, so here's where it's a little different. I thought I had sand. I could have sworn up and down I had sand somewhere from Dollar Tree. Couldn't find it. All I could find were these little stones. So I said, you know what? Since I make things my own, we're going to use stones. Again, you guys, it's not supposed to really be functional. It's just for show. I mean, it's just for decoration. I mean, as like my mother-in-law would say, for pretty, So I put stones in. I put 2 packs of those stones in. Now, I will say for this one, I did use some of that E6000 and some hot glue to glue these two, I guess, tumbler, cups, whatever's together, it's going to look kind of funky. It's not, that beautiful, very narrow in the center type actual hourglass, because I'm using these, janky tumblers that I got from somewhere. I swear, I think it was probably the 99-cent store, honestly. But who knows? I've had them forever. So finally happy I'm putting them to use. Let's put it that way. And again, we are bringing back my tumbling block thing, game pieces, whatever. And I'm going to make a base. I'm just going to use 3 of these. That is the perfect size for my faux hourglass to sit on. And now these, being that they're thick, they're not going to, I wanted to have that that same look where it's almost like a lantern type feel, but it's going to be thick. So, it's not going to necessarily look exactly the same. Again, I'm not worried about it, but just if you're concerned and you want to have those side pieces that go up to be thinner, you might want to use the Dollar Tree blocks because those are smaller. But like I said, I was trying to be super efficient with this, you guys, and not have to bust out my paints or anything else. Like, I wanted to use up these game pieces because for me, I have all this other stuff. I've had all the other materials. I did not have to go and buy anything for these projects. And the game I bought, I want to say a few months ago, and it was just when I was out thrifting and I found it for $2 and knew that I could reuse it for crafting. I knew it. So that's what I'm doing. I want to encourage you guys to not feel like you have to always go out and buy up all these crafting supplies, especially when you're seeing everybody, oh, they found this and that and this and that at Dollar Tree. Yes, it's cheap. It's Dollar Tree. You can, most people can afford to go out there and buy that stuff up, but it can become addicting. And then you end up with tubs and tubs full of Dollar Tree things that you intended to use for stuff, and then you never do. I speak from experience. I just had to do a huge, purge of supplies that I've had over the past year from Dollar Tree. I think I put together 3 giant tubs worth of stuff, and I donated it to a friend who she does her cousin, I believe it is, does yard sales to help raise money for her chemo treatments. So I was more than happy to give it to somebody that could actually maybe resell it and have a purpose for it instead of it just sitting up taking space in my room, y'all. But again, use what you have. Find things in your home. Find things super, super cheap, that have better value than, say, just Dollar Tree or whatever, that you can just repurpose. I mean, that's what I love about thrifting, just being able to repurpose stuff. So in any case, there goes my phone. You can see here I made another piece for the top, just the same 3 sections there, and I glued the long parts to that. I don't even know what you would call them. You do see me here taking 2 little Dollar Tree Jenga blocks. Now you can see the difference in the sizes, right? From the Dollar Tree ones to the ones I'm using. I needed to have my my hourglass kind of sit up a little bit on the base of that. So I'm just going to use 2 of these little blocks. I'm taking one of those wood paint markers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it black. And then I'm going to glue that down on the bottom of this framed out piece here. And that's just going to elevate my hourglass so it just looks a little bit better sitting in the middle like it is. Now I will say that the middle of the hourglass is probably the part that gave me the most issues. I just didn't like how it looked in the middle. So I used this tubing from Dollar Tree that looks kind of like burlap, and I just wrapped it all around the middle of that to hide that ugly glued together part. Now, I made you guys wait till the very end of my video for my question. So my question to you is, what is your favorite food that is made around Thanksgiving time? And please don't just say turkey. Everybody loves turkey, but not everybody. Some people do. But be creative. comment that down below and that will enter you in the chance to win that Visa card. Make sure you're checking out all the other creators as well and answering their questions in their videos too. And honestly, you guys, like I said, just go and get inspiration on how to make these awesome, cool Kirkland dupes. Until next time, you guys, I love y'all. Stay safe.